Hey guys, look here and welcome to another FIFA 20 player review, and today I'm reviewing the 88 rated Leicester City Future Stars central midfielder Yuri Tielemans. This card looks genuinely fantastic, and I was able to pick him up for 385,000 coins within the 5 games that I did play him. He didn't score me any goals and he got me 6 assists, and he did also have a 5-star weak foot as well as 4-star skill moves. Moving along and using him stats, his main standard stats will be his 94 shot power, his 92 vision as well as his 94 short passing, and finally his 91 ball control. And it does have the anchor chemistry style applied to the Tielemans cards. I didn't actually apply the anchor chem style to him when I just bought him off the market. He just had that already applied to him, so I thought I'd just keep that on him. I should also mention, guys, I didn't actually use him as a cam. You'll see that the formation I do have when I go into a game is a 4-5-1, but I changed it up when I go into the match to a 4-3-2-1 formation with De Bruyne as the right centre mid, Rui Costa as the left centre mid, and then Tielemans in the central centre mid role. And I have to say, I think he is absolutely amazing. Probably the best box-to-box centre midfielder I've used from the Premier League this year. You know, talk about De Bruyne. I think De Bruyne is probably maybe the best cam. I think that Dele Alli is a decent centre midfielder and also a decent cam. But I think that Tielemans as a central midfielder is up there with the very best. I honestly thought he was amazing to use. Yes, he's expensive at around 400,000 coins. But, you know, you are getting a top card in return. You really, really are. And I didn't even play 5 games with him. I actually only played 4 games because one guy was relegating himself. So it was 4 games, 0 goals, and 6 assists. What a return that was. And, of course, his first pro has got to be his passing. 92 vision, 94 short passing, 90 long passing, 95 curve. His all-round passing is amazing. And his through balls in particular were just on point all the time. They were unbelievable. I think probably about at least maybe 4 or nearly 5 of his 6 assists were going towards Firmino, and of course that 88 Firmino is a joy to use as well. He's such a good finisher on the ball, but he could have had even more assists. Like, he genuinely provided, like, I'd say 4 or 5 very good goal scoring opportunities every single game to my attackers. And I mean, I finished off most chances that he did provide, but you know, there were a few obviously where the goalkeeper would pull off like an amazing save or whatever. But his passing is genuinely incredible, and you know, to get 6 assists in 4 games, that's just unreal. And his second pro as well is also going to be his dribbling. Again, I thought that was amazing. 88 dribbling, 91 ball control, 86 balance, 77 agility. That's fine for a central midfielder. I think he's pretty small as well, or on the smaller side. Yeah, 5'9" as well. So he does feel very nice and agile. He's easy to turn on the ball with. He does feel like a cam in that kind of sense, and that how good his dribbling is. Now, would I recommend to use him as a cam? I think he could work in that role. I think, you know, he has got, you know, some good stats and, like, you know, amazing shot power, amazing long shots. His passing, his pace, his dribbling would be good for a cam. But at the same time, you look at his amazing defensive stats as well, and I think that I'm not saying he would be wasted as a cam or wasted as a CDM. I think that you just get the best out of him. Is all-round amazing, equally good stats in every single area. I think are just best suited to a centre mid, because then you get the benefit of both attack and defense. As a CDM, you're only going to get the benefit of really his defense, and as a cam, you know, you're only going to get the benefit of his attacking and not so much his defense, if that all makes sense. So, yeah, I think you can use him as a cam and a CDM, but the centre mid position, in my opinion at least, I think is definitely his natural and most best position to get the best out of this card. So yeah, his passing, his dribbling, amazing. Obviously, 4-star skill moves as well is very good to have on a centre midfielder. And then his final pro as well will also be his tackling. He's got 85 stand tackle, which goes up into the 90s. His slide tackle goes from 80 to 88. His interceptions as well go up to 85. His defensive ones goes into the mid 80s. It's amazing that I think he's only got. I think he actually has the same defensive awareness as the 86 rated player moments Upamecano that was released yesterday as an SBC. Like, he genuinely has almost as good a defensive stats as Upamecano, and this is a central midfield card, and that's why, you know, I say again about the Upamecano SBC, I think he's an okay card. Well, I think he's better than okay. I think he's a decent card, but I think, you know, when the fact that you got like a centre mid who's got just as good as defensive stats or nearly as good defensive stats, just goes to show that maybe Upamecano isn't the best card to go for. But anyway, forgetting about him and getting back to Tielemans, yeah, I think he's amazing. And yeah, sure, you know, 400,000 coins, it's a lot, but I think in return you're getting such a good card that I think is going to be very usable in the game for a long, long time. Will he get a team of the season? Potentially, yes, he could. Would it be as high rated as this Future Stars card? Maybe. If he gets a future, so not a Future Stars, if he gets a winter upgrade, he could potentially. I don't know if this card would be upgraded with winter upgrades. I'm not too sure. I think if it was an inform, it obviously would be, or a man of the match. But the fact that it's a Future Stars card, I don't think he would receive an upgrade. But on the whole, I think he's an amazing card. I think he's definitely one of the best box-to-box centre midfielders in the Premier League. And I think if you're thinking of buying him, then I would go and buy him essentially, because I think he's a very good card, and I think you definitely get good value for money from him, in my personal opinion. But anyway, guys, that is going to finish this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.